What if most of what you do doesn't matter? What if 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort? And what if the rest of your life, the stress, the busyness, the complexity, is mostly noise? We are taught that life is linear. Work more, get more, do more, achieve more. Balance everything equally. But the world is not linear, it is wildly uneven. And hidden beneath the surface of business, wealth, success, and happiness is a law of imbalance, a law of concentration, a law of asymmetry. The 80-20th Principle. Chapter 1. The Discovery. In 1897, an Italian economist named Vilfredo Pareto noticed something strange. 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the people. Curious, he examined other countries. The pattern repeated. Wealth was not distributed evenly. It was concentrated. But that wasn't the end. Decades later, business analysts discovered 20% of customers create 80% of profits. 20% of products generate 80% of revenue. 20% of defects cause 80% of failures. The pattern kept appearing, again and again and again. It wasn't just economics, it was reality itself, in music. A handful of songs dominate streams. In publishing, a few titles sell millions. Most sell almost nothing. In venture capital, a single company can return the entire fund. The world is not balanced, it is concentrated. And this changes everything. Chapter 2. Learning to see. We are conditioned to think in straight lines. If I work twice as long, I'll get twice the results. If I treat everything equally, everything will grow equally. But reality refuses. Some hours are worth 10 others. Some decisions change everything. Some relationships transform your life. Most do not. The 80-20 mind sees differently. It asks, where is the concentration? Where is the leverage? Where is the small input, creating massive output? It doubts averages. It hunts imbalance. It searches for hidden force multipliers. Because once you realize, most effort is trivial. You begin to ask a dangerous question. What can I eliminate? Chapter 3. The Law of Complex Systems. The reason 80-20 keeps appearing is because it is embedded in complexity. In complex systems, small advantages compound. Feedback loops amplify. Success breeds success. One small edge becomes dominance. One early advantage becomes monopoly. One viral spark becomes global fame. This is not fairness, it is emergence. And in a world increasingly driven by networks, the effect intensifies. We are not moving toward equality. We are moving toward extreme concentration. 90-10, 95-5, 99-1. The age of leverage has begun. Chapter 4. Strategy is wrong. Most companies believe growth comes from expansion. More customers, more products, more markets, more complexity. But when profits are analyzed carefully, something uncomfortable appears. A small fraction of customers generate nearly all profits, and a large portion actually destroy value. Some customers cost more than they contribute. Some products drain resources. Some divisions absorb capital endlessly. Yet companies hesitate to cut them. Why? Because equality feels fair. Focus feels risky. But the 80-20 firmly does the opposite. It eliminates, it simplifies, it concentrates. And in doing so, it becomes powerful. Chapter 5. The Beauty of Simplicity. Complexity is expensive. More SKUs, more customer types, more internal rules, more meetings, more coordination. Each layer adds friction, and friction erodes profit. The most powerful companies understand something counterintuitive. Simplicity scales, complexity collapses. When you focus on one niche, you dominate it. When you narrow the product line, margins expand. When you remove distractions, momentum accelerates. Focus is not limitation, it is amplification. Chapter 6: The Unequal Organization. Organizations are not equal. A minority of employees drive innovation, solve core problems, create disproportionate value. Most contribute marginally, but companies treat everyone similarly. The 80-20 organization does not. It identifies the vital few, rewards them disproportionately, removes bureaucracy around them. This is uncomfortable, but performance is never evenly distributed, and pretending it is destroys excellence. Chapter 7: Growth through concentration. Real growth doesn't come from fixing weaknesses. It comes from scaling strengths. Find where you are already winning. Double down, expand outward from that core. Dominance in one niche creates brand gravity. Gravity attracts opportunity, and opportunity compounds. Growth through focus, expansion through mastery. Chapter 8: The Vital Few. Look at your week, meetings, emails, errands, obligations. Now ask, which two activities truly moved your life forward? Most of your progress comes from a small minority of actions. Strategic thinking, deep work, relationship building, health. Learning. The rest: maintenance, reaction, noise. Productivity is not about doing more. It is about doing less, but better. Chapter 9: Radical Selectivity. The most successful individuals are not hyper-productive. They are hyper-selective. They say no often. They decline meetings, ignore trivial emails, avoid draining relationships. Selectivity feels rude, but dilution is worse. You cannot optimize everything. You must eliminate. Because every yes is a no to something more important. Chapter 10: The Nonlinear Career. Careers do not rise smoothly. They pivot. One decision, one move, one introduction, one bold risk. Most years change little. Some moments change everything. Success is nonlinear, which means stop optimizing the flat parts. Start positioning for leverage. Seek asymmetric upside, where small risk could yield massive return. Chapter 11: The 80-20 of Happiness. Happiness is concentrated too. A few relationships define your emotional world. A few memories define your life story. A few activities bring true fulfillment. Why distribute your time evenly? Why give equal energy to what drains you? Design your life around your emotional 20%. Invest deeply in the few. Let go of the trivial many. Chapter 12: Time is unequal. Not all hours are equal. Some are sharp, creative, powerful. Others are fog. Protect your peak. Use it for your highest leverage work. Because time is not equal, it is concentrated. Chapter 13: The Age of Leverage. Technology magnifies 80-20. One creator can reach millions. One platform can dominate globally. One algorithm can shape culture. Distribution costs approach zero, which means small differences scale infinitely. The future belongs to those who understand leverage. Chapter 14: Subtraction. The final lesson is simple. Add less, subtract more. Cut complexity, cut distraction, cut dilution. Focus is force, simplicity is power. Elimination creates space for the vital few to flourish. And to close. Most effort is wasted, most value is concentrated. Most success is nonlinear, most happiness is selective. The tragedy is not that we don't work hard. It's that we work evenly, and the world is not even. So ask yourself, what is your 20%? And what are you willing to let go to protect it?